r/AskReddit. What are some simple yet incredibly disturbing/scary facts? I don't think this is exactly simple, took me a bit to wrap my mind around it, but there is a valid reason why looking at your reflection for too long or in dim lighting makes you uncomfortable: the Troxler effect, a phenomenon where if you stare at a point long enough, the surrounding details of the stimulus fade away as unimportant, coupled with our brain's natural impulse to find faces in things. If you stare into your reflection long enough, peripheral details of your face, forehead, chin, ears, jaw, etc., will become muddled to the point where even though you will recognize that the face in the mirror is in fact a face, your brain will tell you it's not yours. 1. In ancient Egypt, the dead bodies of beautiful women were left to decay for at least a few days before they were sent to the embalmers to prevent acts of necrophilia. 2. Cone snails can sting without warning, and you may not feel the sting immediately. There is no antivenom for a cone snail sting, and the only treatment available is to keep the victim alive until the toxin wears off. 3. Since 2007, at least 20 detached human feet have washed up on the coasts of the Salish Sea. 4. When underwater, the blobfish looks like any other fish, but because it lives deep in the ocean where the pressure is intense, it does not have a swim bladder to keep it buoyant. Moreover, it does not have a skeleton or muscles, which is why it becomes saggy and droopy when taken out of the water. 5. Once you begin displaying symptoms of rabies, you will die. There is no cure, and you can go crazy and experience intense pain until you die. 6. The tongue-eating louse is a parasite that severs the blood vessels in a fish's tongue, causing the tongue to fall off. It then acts as the fish's tongue, replacing an entire organ. 7. Elmer McCurdy was an outlaw whose embalmed dead body was put on display and sideshows. People paid to see his body until he was forgotten. Years later, on the set of a show, a prop man thought he was a wax mannequin until his arm broke off, exposing human bone and muscle tissue. 8. Real skeletons were used for a scene in the movie Poltergeist, and the film's actress did not know they were real until after the scene was shot. 9. The Sedlec ossuary, a church in the Czech Republic, is decorated entirely by the bleached and carved bones of plague victims. 10. If you hold a sneeze, you risk rupturing your throat, damaging your ears, and even suffering a brain aneurysm. 11. While performing an appendectomy, doctors once removed a malformed brain, a mass of hair, and bone from a teenager's ovary. It was a rare form of tumor known as a mature cystic teratoma. 12. Cordyceps, a parasitic fungus, turns ants into zombies, flooding their brains with chemicals and forcing them to go where there is just the right amount of light and humidity. The ants then die there, and new cordyceps grow from their rotting bodies.